On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Alzheimer.
A neurodegenerative disease that causes memory loss, cognitive decline, and behavioral issues, is the most common cause of dementia in older adults.
Examples:
Alzheimer's brain. Alzheimer's risk factors. My grandmother has Alzheimer's disease, requires special care and attention from her caregivers.
Debilitating. Weakening
or damaging, causing a loss of strength, energy, or success.
Examples:
debilitating virus. Debilitating effect. His debilitating illness made it difficult for him to leave the house.
Hurdle.
A barrier or obstacle that must be overcome.
Examples:
overcome hurdles. Hurdle race. The company faced several hurdles in the development of its new product.
Bionic.
Relating to or using technology or devices that enhance or replace biological functions, typically in a way that mimics or improves upon the original.
Examples:
bionic exoskeleton. Bionic technology. The soldier was fitted with a bionic arm after losing him in combat.
Regenerative.
Tending to regrow or restore lost or injured tissue.
Examples:
regenerative medicine. Regenerative therapy. The regenerative properties of stem cells make them a promising area of research.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Timescale.
A period or interval of time, particularly one used as a standard for measuring or comparing other periods of time, a reference point or benchmark for the duration or length of a particular event or process.
Examples:
long timescale. Realistic timescale. The timescale for completing the construction project is 3 years.
Antithesis.
The direct opposite, a contrast or opposition between two things.
Examples:
make an antithesis. The antithesis of evil. The antithesis of love is hate.
Ameliorate.
To make something better or improve a situation, to lessen the severity or extent of something negative, to enhance or upgrade something.
Examples:
ameliorate symptoms. Ameliorate the situation. We need to ameliorate the living conditions in the refugee camps.
Regenerate.
To improve or renew an area, institution, system, etc., especially by making it more active or successful.
Examples:
regenerate bone tissue. A regenerate sinner. The new CEO's primary mission is to regenerate the company on the verge of bankruptcy.
Bioreactor.
A device or system used to cultivate living cells, tissues, or organisms for industrial or research purposes.
Examples:
bioreactor engineering. Anaerobic bioreactor. The scientists optimized the conditions in the bioreactor to increase the yield of the desired product.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Untie.
To unfasten or loosen a knot, tie, or fastening, to release or free something that has been tied or bound.
Examples:
untie the ribbon. Untie shoelaces. I needed to untie the knots in my shoelaces before I could put my shoes on.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
industrialized service. Industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Ration.
A fixed portion or allowance of something, often referring to food, supplies, or resources, that is distributed or allocated to individuals or groups, especially during times of scarcity or in organized systems.
Examples:
food ration. Fuel ration. During the war, families were given a monthly ration of essential goods to ensure everyone had access to basic necessities.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Pancreas.
A glandular organ in the digestive system that produces several important hormones, including insulin and glucagon, as well as digestive enzymes that help break down food in the small intestine.
Examples:
pancreas inflammation. Pancreas function. The endocrine function of the pancreas involves the secretion of hormones such as insulin.
Newt.
A small, typically aquatic amphibian of the salamander family with slender bodies and long tails.
Examples:
Newt habitat. Red-spotted newt. I saw a small newt crawling from under the rocks near the pond.
Regrow.
To grow back or regenerate after being cut or removed, such as cells or tissues in the body, or plants and vegetation.
Examples:
Regrow hair. Regrow vegetation. Lizards can regrow their tails if they are cut off.
Regeneration.
The process of regrowing or reforming a body part or tissue that has been lost or damaged due to injury, disease, or other factors, restoration or renewal of vitality, strength, or spirit.
Examples:
Economic regeneration. Regeneration of forests. The regeneration of the damaged tissue in the body is a slow process.
Foresee.
To perceive or predict, to anticipate or expect something to happen in the future.
Examples:
Foresee the consequences. Foresee challenges. I foresee a problem arising if we don't address this issue now.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Prosthetic.
Of or relating to an artificial part of the body, such as a limb, a heart, or a breast implant.
Examples:
Have prosthetic arms. Prosthetic limbs. New prosthetic joints are less prone to metal poisoning.
Fetus.
An unborn or unhatched animal in the later stages of development, showing the main recognizable features of the mature animal.
Examples:
Development of the fetus. An aborted fetus. The female vagina is elastic enough to allow the passage of a fetus.
Mammalian.
Of or relating to mammals, a class of warm-blooded vertebrate animals that typically nurse their young and have hair or fur on their skin, characterized by mammalian qualities, such as nurturing and protective behavior.
Examples:
Mammalian embryo. Mammalian evolution. Mammalian milk is known to be rich in protein and essential vitamins.
Trimester.
Approximately 3 months, especially one of the 3 3-month periods into which human pregnancy is traditionally divided, one of 3 divisions of an academic year.
Examples:
Second trimester ends. Trimester system. The first trimester of pregnancy is the most crucial for the development of the fetus.
Fingertip.
The end or tip of a finger.
Examples:
Apply fingertip pressure. Burn my fingertip. The archaeologist ran his fingertips along the pattern of the tombstones.
Toolbox.
A container or storage unit for tools, typically characterized by a handle and one or more compartments for organizing and storing various tools and equipment.
Examples:
Design toolbox. Toolbox storage. You should always keep a basic toolbox in your car in case of an emergency.
Converse.
To talk informally.
Examples:
Converse with an acquaintance. Ask a converse question. She enjoyed the opportunity to converse with a person who spoke her language.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Offload.
To transfer the responsibility or burden of something or someone to another person or group. To unload or discharge goods or cargo from a vehicle or ship.
Examples:
Offload the van. Offload freight. They offloaded the cargo from the ship to the dock.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
Large intestine. Intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Squeamish.
Easily nauseated or disgusted, readily affected by or sensitive to unpleasant or shocking things, excessively fastidious or scrupulous about one's actions or behavior.
Examples:
Squeamish reaction. Avoid squeamish topics. She's a bit squeamish when it comes to handling raw meat.
Ulcer.
A sore or erosion in the skin or mucous membrane, often caused by infection or inflammation, a persistent, painful cavity in the stomach or intestinal wall that can lead to digestive problems.
Examples:
Mouth ulcer. Gastric ulcer. The stress of the job caused him to develop an ulcer in his stomach.
Amputation.
The act of cutting off a part of the body surgically.
Examples:
Amputation of leg. Hand amputation. Amputation of the limb is a last resort for the patient.
Nostril.
Either of the two openings in the nose through which air is breathed.
Examples:
bleeding nostril, clogged nostril. She had a tissue ready to wipe her nostril after a sneeze.
Dolphin.
A marine mammal that typically has a beak-like snout, a streamlined body, and flippers, and that feeds on fish and squid.
Examples:
dolphin show, dolphin watching tour. The large group of dolphins swam gracefully in the ocean, jumping out of the water now and then.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system, institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
degrade his public image, degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples:
peel a fruit, peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
gore him with a weapon, gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Asymptomatic.
Not experiencing or exhibiting any symptoms of a particular disease or condition, even though the individual may be infected or affected by it.
Examples:
asymptomatic carrier, asymptomatic infection. The study showed that 1/3 of infected individuals could remain asymptomatic throughout the disease.
Laparoscopy.
A surgical procedure that involves the insertion of a thin, lighted instrument called a laparoscope through a small incision in the abdomen, allowing doctors to examine and diagnose internal organs or perform minimally invasive surgeries.
Examples:
laparoscopy surgery, diagnostic laparoscopy. A small camera is inserted into the abdomen during the laparoscopy procedure to visualize the internal organs.
Liposuction.
Also lipectomy, a surgical procedure in which excess fat is removed from specific areas of the body, typically through suction, Commonly used for cosmetic purposes to improve body contouring or treat certain medical conditions.
Examples:
Cosmetic liposuction, abdominal liposuction. The recovery period after liposuction typically involves wearing compression garments and avoiding strenuous activities.
Tuck.
To push a stray piece of clothing or material into a certain area or position, especially to make it more orderly or comfortable.
Examples:
Tuck a baby in the blanket. Tuck into another cigarette. You should tuck your shirt into your trousers.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Adipose.
Relating to or composed of fatty tissue, fatty or fat-like in nature.
Examples:
Adipose tissue. Adipose cells. The doctor advised the patient to reduce their adipose intake to improve their health.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Sod.
A section of grass-covered surface soil held together by matted roots, a piece of turf or the layer of soil and grass cut and used to establish a new lawn or repair an existing one. A derogatory term for a person, often used to express annoyance or contempt.
Examples:
Sod house. Sod roof. I slipped and fell on the wet sod after the rainstorm.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them. To add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Testy.
Easily irritated or annoyed, prone to outbursts of impatience or temper.
Examples:
Testy temperament. Testy mood. The teacher's testy response shocked the students, who had only asked a simple question.